Mastering job interviews, from preparation to success. Unlock the secrets to successful job interviews with our comprehensive online course. Learn how to prepare effectively, answer common questions, and leave a lasting impression on potential employers. Perfect for job seekers of all experience levels. Learn how to research the company, role, and industry to prepare effectively for your job interview. The purpose of job interviews. Let's kick things off by understanding the primary purpose of job interviews. Job interviews are an opportunity for employers to evaluate a candidate's suitability for a role and for candidates to showcase their qualifications, experience, and cultural fit. It's a two-way street where both parties assess if there's a mutual fit. Different types of interviews. Next, we'll delve into the various types of job interviews. Whether it's a phone interview, video interview, or in-person interview, each format requires a unique approach and preparation. Understanding the nuances of each can significantly enhance your performance. Phone interviews, often used as an initial screening step, phone interviews help employers narrow down the pool of candidates. Tips for excelling include finding a quiet space, having your resume handy, and speaking clearly. Video interviews. With remote work on the rise, video interviews have become increasingly common. Ensure a professional background, test your technology beforehand, and maintain good eye contact with the camera. In-person interviews, the traditional format where you meet the employer face-to-face. Dress appropriately, arrive on time, and bring copies of your resume and any other requested documents. What employers seek in candidates. Lastly, let's explore what employers typically seek in candidates during job interviews. Beyond the technical qualifications and experience listed on a resume, employers are also interested in soft skills, cultural fit, and your potential for growth within the company. Here are some key attributes they look for. Communication skills, the ability to articulate your thoughts clearly and listen actively. Problem-solving abilities, demonstrating your approach to tackling challenges. Adaptability, how well you can adjust to new situations and changes. Cultural fit, alignment with the company's values and culture. Enthusiasm and passion, genuine interest in the role and the company. Research and preparation are the cornerstones of a successful job interview. They not only help you understand the company and role but also demonstrate your commitment and enthusiasm to potential employers. In this, we'll cover the essential aspects of researching the company and role, understanding the industry, preparing your resume and cover letter, and developing your elevator pitch. 1. Researching the company and role. Let's start with researching the company and role. This is a crucial step that many candidates overlook, but it's one that can set you apart from the competition. Knowing the company's mission, values, and culture can help you tailor your responses and show that you're a good fit. Anecdote: I remember a friend who applied for a marketing role at a tech company. She spent hours researching the company's latest products, marketing strategies, and even the CEO's recent interviews. During the interview, she was able to reference this information, and the interviewers were impressed by her level of detail and genuine interest. Tips: visit the company website, check out the company's About Us page, news section, and blog to get a comprehensive understanding of their mission, values, and recent achievements. LinkedIn: follow the company on LinkedIn, read posts from employees, and look for any updates or insights about the company culture. Glassdoor: read reviews from current and former employees to get an insider's perspective on what it's like to work there. News and press releases: search for recent news articles and press releases to stay updated on the company's latest developments and achievements. Remember, the more you know about the company, the better you can align your skills and experiences with what they're looking for. This shows that you're proactive and genuinely interested in the role. 2. Understanding the industry. Next up is understanding the industry. Whether you're entering a new field or looking to stay updated in your current one, knowing industry trends and challenges can help you stand out as a knowledgeable and forward-thinking candidate. Case study: let's take the tech industry, for example. A candidate applying for a software engineering role who is aware of the latest programming languages, cybersecurity trends, and AI advancements will have a significant advantage over those who aren't. Tips. Industry reports. Read industry reports from reputable sources like Gartner, Forrester, or McKinsey to understand current trends and future predictions. Professional associations. Join professional associations related to your field to gain access to exclusive resources, webinars, and networking opportunities. Online courses and certifications. Consider taking online courses or earning certifications to deepen your industry knowledge and skills. Networking events. Attend industry conferences, seminars, and networking events to connect with professionals and gain insights into the latest developments. By staying informed about industry trends, you can demonstrate your expertise and show that you are committed to continuous learning and professional growth. 3. Preparing your resume and cover letter. Now, let's talk about preparing your resume and cover letter. These documents are often the first impression you make on potential employers, so it's essential to get them right. Story: I recall a candidate who meticulously tailored her resume for each job application. She highlighted relevant experiences, used keywords from the job description, and ensured that her cover letter addressed specific points mentioned in the job posting. Her attention to detail paid off, and she landed multiple interviews and job offers. Tips. Tailor your resume. Customize your resume for each job application by highlighting relevant skills and experiences. Use keywords from the job description to pass through applicant tracking systems, ATS. Quantify achievements. Use numbers and metrics to quantify your achievements. For example, increased sales by 20% in 6 months is more impactful than responsible for increasing sales. Professional format. Use a clean, professional format with clear headings and bullet points. Avoid using overly fancy fonts or graphics. Cover letter. Write a compelling cover letter that complements your resume. Address the hiring manager by name, if possible, and explain why you're a good fit for the role and the company. Remember, your resume and cover letter are your marketing tools. Make sure they effectively showcase your strengths and achievements. 4. Developing your elevator pitch. Last but not least, let's discuss developing your elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is a concise, 30-second summary of who you are, what you do, and what you're looking for. It's an essential tool for networking and interviews. Example: here's a sample elevator pitch. Hi, I'm Alex, a digital marketing specialist with over 5 years of experience in SEO, content marketing, and social media management. I've successfully increased organic traffic by 40% for my current company. I'm looking for new opportunities to leverage my skills in a dynamic and innovative environment. Tips. Be concise. Keep your pitch to around 30 seconds. Focus on the most important points and avoid rambling. Highlight achievements. Mention key achievements that showcase your skills and experience. Practice. Practice your pitch until you can deliver it confidently and naturally. It should sound conversational, not rehearsed. Tailor for different audiences. Customize your pitch based on who you're speaking to. For example, your pitch for a potential employer might differ slightly from your pitch for a networking event. An elevator pitch is a powerful tool that can help you make a strong first impression. Practice it until it feels natural and confident. Common interview questions and answers. Whether you're a fresh graduate or a seasoned professional, this episode is packed with insights to help you answer interview questions with confidence and clarity. Job interviews can be nerve-wracking, but with the right preparation, you can turn them into opportunities to shine. We'll explore common interview questions and provide strategies to answer them effectively. We'll cover behavioral questions and the STAR method, situational questions, technical and role-specific questions, and questions you should ask the interviewer. Ready to become an interview pro? Let's go! Behavioral questions and the STAR method. Let's begin with behavioral questions. These are designed to assess how you've handled various situations in the past, as they can be indicators of your future behavior. Common questions include: Can you give me an example of how you handled a challenge? Or describe a time when you worked on a team. Anecdote: I once knew a candidate who was asked about a time they faced a significant challenge at work. They stumbled through a vague answer and didn't make the best impression. After learning about the STAR method, they aced their next interview by clearly outlining the situation, task, action, and result. Tips. Situation: describe the context within which you performed a task or faced a challenge. Task: explain the actual task or challenge involved. Action: detail the specific actions you took to address the task or challenge. Result: share the outcomes of your actions. Quantify your success if possible. Example: at my previous job, we faced a tight deadline to launch a new product. Situation: my role was to manage the project timeline and coordinate with various teams. Task: I implemented a new project management tool and held daily check-ins to ensure we stayed on track. Action: as a result, we launched the product on time, exceeding our sales targets by 15%. Result: Using the STAR method helps you provide structured, clear, and impactful answers that highlight your skills and achievements. Situational questions. Next, we have situational questions, which are hypothetical and aim to assess your problem-solving and decision-making skills. Examples include: what would you do if you were behind on a project deadline? Or how would you handle a conflict with a coworker? Case study: consider a candidate applying for a customer service role. When asked how they would handle an angry customer, they responded with a clear, step-by-step plan that included active listening, empathy, and problem resolution. The interviewer appreciated their thoughtful approach and practical solutions. Tips. Understand the scenario. Take a moment to fully grasp the situation presented. Outline your approach. Clearly explain the steps you would take to address the issue. Highlight relevant skills. Emphasize skills like communication, teamwork, and problem solving. Stay positive. Focus on proactive and positive actions rather than negative outcomes. Example: if I were behind on a project deadline, I would first analyze the reasons for the delay. Then, I would prioritize tasks, delegate where possible, and communicate with my team to ensure everyone is aligned. I would also inform the stakeholders about the revised timeline and work diligently to catch up. Situational questions test your ability to think on your feet and handle unforeseen challenges. Practice these types of questions to boost your confidence and clarity. Technical and role-specific questions. Moving on, let's talk about technical and role-specific questions. These are designed to assess your knowledge and skills related to the specific job you're applying for. For instance, a software developer might be asked about their experience with certain programming languages, while a marketer might be asked about their strategy for a product launch. Example: a candidate for a software engineering role was asked to write a piece of code to solve a problem. They not only provided a working solution but also explained their thought process, demonstrating their depth of understanding and logical approach. Tips. Review job requirements. Make sure you thoroughly understand the technical skills and knowledge required for the role. Practice common questions. Research and practice common technical questions related to your field. Explain your thought process. When answering, explain how you arrived at your solution or approach. Stay updated. Keep abreast of the latest trends and advancements in your industry. Example: for a successful product launch, I would start by conducting market research to understand the target audience and competition. Next, I would develop a comprehensive marketing plan that includes digital advertising, social media campaigns, and influencer partnerships. Throughout the process, I would use analytics to track performance and adjust strategies as needed. Technical and role-specific questions allow you to showcase your expertise and prove that you have the skills needed for the job. Preparation and practice are key to acing these questions. Questions to ask the interviewer. Finally, let's discuss the questions you should ask the interviewer. This part of the interview is often overlooked, but it's a valuable opportunity to demonstrate your interest and learn more about the company. Story: I knew a candidate who ended their interview by asking insightful questions about the company's future projects and team culture. The interviewer was impressed by their curiosity and engagement, which ultimately contributed to them receiving a job offer. Tips: Company culture: ask about the company's culture and values to see if it aligns with your own. Team dynamics: inquire about the team you'll be working with and how they collaborate. Future opportunities: ask about opportunities for growth and advancement within the company. Current challenges: show your interest by asking about current challenges the company or team is facing and how you might contribute. Example questions: Can you tell me more about the team I'll be working with? What are the biggest challenges facing the company right now? How does the company support professional development and career growth? What are the next steps in the interview process? Asking thoughtful questions shows that you're genuinely interested in the role and the company, and it helps you determine if the job is the right fit for you. Communication is a vital skill in all aspects of life, but it's especially crucial during job interviews. How you communicate can make or break your chances of landing the job. In this, we'll explore the essentials of effective communication, including verbal and nonverbal communication, active listening, body language, and answering questions concisely. Verbal and nonverbal communication. Let's kick things off by discussing the two main types of communication, verbal and nonverbal. While verbal communication involves the words we use, nonverbal communication includes body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. Both are equally important in conveying our message effectively. Anecdote: I remember a time when a friend of mine was interviewing for a senior management position. He had all the right answers, but his body language was closed off and unapproachable. Despite his impressive resume, he didn't get the job because he failed to project confidence and openness nonverbally. Tips: Verbal communication: use clear and concise language. Avoid jargon unless you're sure the interviewer understands it. Be mindful of your tone, pitch, and pace. Nonverbal communication: maintain an open posture, make eye contact, and use hand gestures to emphasize points. Avoid crossing your arms or looking away frequently, as these can be perceived as defensive or uninterested. Remember, words are powerful, but how you say them can be just as impactful. Strive for a balance between what you say and how you say it. Active listening. Next, let's talk about active listening. It's a skill that goes beyond just hearing words. Active listening involves fully concentrating, understanding, responding, and remembering what the other person is saying. Case study: in a study conducted by a leading business school, it was found that candidates who demonstrated strong active listening skills during interviews were 50% more likely to be offered the job compared to those who didn't. Tips: show engagement, nod occasionally, smile, and use verbal affirmations like "I see" or "that makes sense" to show you're engaged. Paraphrase and clarify: summarize what the interviewer said and ask for clarification if needed. For example, "So what you're saying is that correct?" Avoid interrupting, let the interviewer finish speaking before you respond. Interrupting can come across as disrespectful or impatient. By practicing active listening, you not only show respect but also gain valuable insights that can help you tailor your responses more effectively. Body language and eye contact. Body language and eye contact are critical components of nonverbal communication. They can convey confidence, enthusiasm, and trustworthiness, all qualities that employers look for in candidates. Story: I once met a candidate who had a stellar resume but struggled with eye contact during the interview. Despite his qualifications, the interviewer felt he lacked confidence, which ultimately cost him the job. Tips: maintain eye contact. Aim to maintain eye contact for about 60 to 70% of the conversation. This shows confidence and helps build rapport. Posture: sit up straight and lean slightly forward to show interest. Avoid slouching or leaning back too much, as it can indicate disinterest or laziness. Hand gestures. Use hand gestures to emphasize your points, but avoid overdoing it. Keep your movements natural and controlled. Mastering body language and eye contact can significantly enhance your overall communication and leave a positive impression on your interviewer. Answering questions concisely. Last but not least, let's discuss how to answer questions concisely. In an interview, it's important to convey your message clearly and efficiently without rambling. Example: consider the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. It's a structured approach to answering behavioral interview questions that can help you stay on point. Tips: prepare in advance. Practice answering common interview questions using the STAR method. This helps you stay concise and relevant. Stay focused. Address the question directly and avoid going off on tangents. If you realize you're rambling, take a moment to refocus and get back on track. Be specific. Provide specific examples and details to support your answers. Avoid vague statements that don't add value. Concise and clear answers demonstrate your ability to communicate effectively and respect the interviewer's time. They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and that couldn't be more true when it comes to job interviews. How you present yourself can leave a lasting impression on potential employers, and dressing appropriately is a key component of that. We'll explore the essentials of dressing for success, including understanding dress codes, choosing the right outfit, and the importance of grooming and personal hygiene. Understanding dress codes. Let's kick things off by understanding dress codes. Different companies and industries have varying expectations when it comes to attire, and it's important to align your outfit with the company's culture and the type of interview. Anecdote: I remember a time when a friend of mine, who was applying for a tech startup, showed up in a full suit and tie. He quickly realized that everyone else was in casual attire, and he felt out of place. While he still made a great impression with his skills, he learned the importance of understanding dress codes. Tips: business formal. This is the most professional attire, typically required for high-level corporate positions. Men should wear a dark suit, dress shirt, and tie, while women should opt for a tailored suit or dress with conservative accessories. Business casual, a step down from business formal, this dress code is common in many office environments. Men can wear dress pants or khakis with a collared shirt, while women can choose dress pants or a skirt with a blouse. Casual, some companies, especially startups and creative industries, have a more relaxed dress code. However, casual doesn't mean sloppy. Opt for neat and clean attire, such as jeans with a nice top or a casual dress. The key is to research the company and understand their dress code. When in doubt, it's better to be slightly overdressed than underdressed. Choosing the right outfit. Next up, let's talk about choosing the right outfit. Your clothing should not only be appropriate for the occasion but also make you feel confident and comfortable. Case study: a study by Princeton University found that first impressions are formed within the first 7 seconds of meeting someone. This means that what you wear can significantly influence how you're perceived. Tips: fit matters. Ensure your clothing fits well. Ill-fitting clothes can make you look unprofessional and uncomfortable. Consider getting your outfit tailored for a perfect fit. Neutral colors. Stick to neutral colors like black, navy, gray, and white. These colors are timeless and convey professionalism. Minimal accessories. Keep accessories to a minimum. For example, a watch and a simple pair of earrings can add a touch of elegance without being distracting. Comfort is key. Choose an outfit that you feel comfortable in. If you're constantly adjusting your clothes, it can be distracting during the interview. Remember, confidence is your best accessory. Choose an outfit that makes you feel like the best version of yourself. Grooming and personal hygiene. Grooming and personal hygiene are equally important as your outfit. They show that you pay attention to detail and take pride in your appearance. Story: I once met a candidate who had a great resume but arrived at the interview with unkempt hair and disheveled clothing. Despite his qualifications, his lack of grooming left a negative impression on the interviewers. Tips: hair and nails. Ensure your hair is clean and neatly styled. Keep your nails trimmed and clean. Avoid overly flashy nail colors. Personal hygiene. Pay attention to personal hygiene. Use deodorant, but avoid strong perfumes or colognes. Brush your teeth and consider carrying mints. Facial hair. For men, if you have facial hair, make sure it's well groomed. A clean-shaven look or neatly trimmed beard is usually best for interviews. Grooming and hygiene are simple but critical aspects of making a great first impression. Don't overlook them. Practice is the key to success in any endeavor, and job interviews are no exception. Participating in mock interviews can significantly enhance your performance, boost your confidence, and provide you with valuable feedback. In this, we'll explore the essentials of conducting mock interviews, role-playing different scenarios, receiving and implementing feedback, and the benefits of virtual and in-person practice sessions. Conducting mock interviews. Let's start with the basics of conducting mock interviews. A mock interview is a simulation of a real interview, where you practice answering questions and receive feedback. This practice helps you become more comfortable with the interview process and identify areas for improvement. Anecdote: I remember a time when a friend of mine, who was applying for a high-stakes job, participated in several mock interviews. With each session, he became more confident, refined his answers, and ultimately secured the job. The practice was invaluable. Tips: choose a realistic setting. Conduct the mock interview in a setting similar to the actual interview environment. This helps create a more realistic experience. Prepare questions. Have a list of common interview questions ready. Include behavioral, situational, and technical questions relevant to the role. Record the session. Recording the session allows you to review your performance and identify areas for improvement. Mock interviews are a powerful tool for building confidence and refining your interview skills. The more you practice, the more comfortable and prepared you'll feel. Role-playing different scenarios. Next, let's talk about role-playing different scenarios. Role-playing allows you to practice handling various interview situations, from answering tough questions to responding to unexpected challenges. Case study: in a study conducted by a career coaching firm, candidates who participated in role-playing exercises were found to be 30% more likely to secure job offers than those who did not. Role-playing helped them develop quick thinking and adaptability. Tips: diverse scenarios. Practice a range of scenarios, including handling difficult questions, addressing gaps in employment, and discussing salary expectations. Use props. If applicable, use props or tools that you might need during the actual interview, such as a portfolio or presentation materials. Switch roles. Take turns being the interviewer and the interviewee. This helps you understand both perspectives and develop empathy. Role-playing different scenarios prepares you for the unexpected and helps you develop the skills to navigate challenging situations with confidence. Receiving and implementing feedback. Feedback is a crucial component of mock interviews. Constructive feedback helps you understand your strengths and areas for improvement, allowing you to make necessary adjustments. Story: I once met a candidate who initially struggled with answering behavioral questions. Through mock interviews and constructive feedback, she learned to structure her answers more effectively using the STAR method. This transformation led to a successful interview and a job offer. Tips: seek honest feedback. Choose mock interviewers who will provide honest and constructive feedback. This could be a mentor, career coach, or trusted colleague. Ask specific questions. Ask for feedback on specific aspects of your performance, such as body language, clarity of answers, and overall demeanor. Implement changes. Take the feedback seriously and implement changes in subsequent mock interviews. Continuous improvement is key. Receiving and implementing feedback helps you grow and refine your interview skills. Embrace feedback as a valuable learning opportunity. Virtual and in-person practice sessions. In today's digital age, virtual mock interviews have become increasingly common. Both virtual and in-person practice sessions offer unique benefits and can be tailored to your needs. Example, a recent trend shows that many companies are now conducting initial interviews virtually. Practicing virtual interviews helps you become familiar with the technology and develop the skills to engage effectively through a screen. Tips: virtual interviews: ensure a stable internet connection, test your equipment beforehand, and choose a quiet, well-lit space. Pay attention to your background and minimize distractions. In-person interviews: dress appropriately, arrive on time, and bring necessary materials. Practice good eye contact, firm handshake, and confident body language. Hybrid approach: consider a combination of virtual and in-person mock interviews to prepare for different interview formats. Virtual and in-person practice sessions each have their advantages. Choose the format that best suits your needs and helps you prepare effectively for your interview. Job interviews can be nerve-wracking, especially when you are faced with difficult questions and situations. However, with the right preparation and mindset, you can navigate these challenges confidently and effectively. We'll explore handling gaps in employment, discussing salary expectations, responding to negative feedback, and managing nervousness and anxiety. Handling gaps in employment. Let's start with handling gaps in employment. Employment gaps can occur for various reasons, such as pursuing education, taking care of family, or dealing with health issues. Addressing these gaps confidently can help you present a compelling narrative to potential employers. Anecdote: I remember a friend who took a year off to care for a sick relative. During her interviews, she openly discussed her caregiving experience, highlighting the skills she developed during that time, such as organization and empathy. Her honesty and positive framing impressed the interviewers, and she landed the job. Tips: be honest, explain the gap truthfully without going into unnecessary detail. Focus on the positive aspects and what you learned during that time. Highlight relevant activities, mention any courses, volunteer work, or freelance projects you undertook during the gap. This shows continuous learning and productivity. Frame it positively, emphasize how the experience made you a better candidate. For example, during my time away, I developed strong organizational skills by managing my family's needs. Remember, everyone has unique experiences, and gaps in employment are not uncommon. How you frame and present them can make all the difference. Discussing salary expectations. Next, let's talk about discussing salary expectations. This topic can be tricky, but with the right approach, you can navigate it confidently and professionally. Case study: in a survey by Robert Half, 89% of executives said they would be willing to negotiate salary with a candidate. This means that understanding your worth and negotiating effectively can lead to a better compensation package. Tips: do your research. Research industry standards and salary ranges for the role you're applying for. Websites like Glassdoor and PayScale can provide valuable insights. Provide a range. When asked about your salary expectations, provide a range rather than a specific number. For example, based on my research and experience, I'm looking for a salary between $60,000 and $70,000. Be flexible, show willingness to negotiate and consider other benefits, such as remote work options, additional vacation days, or professional development opportunities. Discussing salary can be uncomfortable, but being prepared and confident in your worth can help you negotiate a fair and competitive offer. Responding to negative feedback. Receiving negative feedback during an interview can be challenging, but how you respond can demonstrate your resilience and willingness to improve. Story: I once met a candidate who received constructive criticism about his presentation skills during an interview. Instead of getting defensive, he acknowledged the feedback, shared how he was already working on improving, and asked for additional tips. This proactive approach impressed the interviewers and showcased his growth mindset. Tips: stay calm and composed, listen to the feedback without interrupting or getting defensive. Take a moment to process the information before responding. Acknowledge and appreciate. Acknowledge the feedback and express appreciation for the opportunity to learn and improve. For example, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate the opportunity to grow and develop my skills. Demonstrate your commitment. Share how you are working on improving in the areas mentioned. Mention any relevant courses, workshops, or practice sessions you've undertaken. Responding to negative feedback with grace and a willingness to learn can turn a potentially negative situation into a positive one. Managing nervousness and anxiety. Finally, let's discuss managing nervousness and anxiety during interviews. Feeling nervous is natural, but with the right strategies, you can keep your anxiety in check and perform your best. Example: a recent trend shows that many candidates are turning to mindfulness and meditation techniques to manage interview anxiety. These practices can help calm your mind and improve your focus. Tips: prepare thoroughly. Thorough preparation can boost your confidence. Practice answering common questions, research the company, and review the job description. Breathing exercises. Practice deep breathing exercises before and during the interview to help calm your nerves. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds. Positive visualization. Visualize yourself succeeding in the interview. Imagine walking in confidently, answering questions effectively, and receiving positive feedback. Stay present. Focus on the present moment and take one question at a time. Avoid thinking about past mistakes or future concerns. Managing nervousness and anxiety is a skill that can be developed with practice. By staying calm and focused, you can present yourself as a confident and capable candidate. You've aced the interview, but your job isn't done yet. Following up after an interview is a crucial step that many candidates overlook. It not only shows your continued interest in the role but also demonstrates your professionalism and attention to detail. We'll explore the essentials of post-interview follow-up, including writing thank you emails, following up on interview status, reflecting on your performance, and maintaining professionalism in all communications. Writing thank you emails. Let's start with writing thank you emails. Sending a thank you email after an interview is a simple yet powerful way to leave a positive impression. It shows gratitude, reinforces your interest in the position, and keeps you top of mind for the interviewer. Anecdote: I remember a colleague who always sent personalized thank you emails after interviews. She once received feedback from a hiring manager saying that her thank you note played a significant role in their decision to hire her. It showed her dedication and enthusiasm for the role. Tips: send promptly. Aim to send your thank you email within 24 hours of the interview. Personalize it. Mention specific points discussed during the interview to show that you were engaged and attentive. Keep it concise. Express your gratitude, reiterate your interest in the role, and highlight any key qualifications or points that you want to reinforce. Proofread. Ensure your email is free of typos and grammatical errors. A well-written email demonstrates your attention to detail. Example: here's a sample thank you email. Text. Subject: thank you. Your name. Dear interviewer's name. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for the opportunity to interview for the job title position. I enjoyed learning more about company name and am excited about the possibility of contributing to your team. I appreciated our discussion about specific point discussed during the interview, and I believe my experience in relevant skills/experience would allow me to make a valuable contribution. Thank you again for considering my application. I look forward to the possibility of joining company name and contributing to your continued success. Best regards. Your name. Your contact information. A thoughtful thank you email can leave a lasting impression and set you apart from other candidates. Following up on interview status. Next, let's talk about following up on interview status. It's natural to feel anxious after an interview, but patience and professionalism are key. Following up appropriately can show your continued interest and prompt the hiring team to provide you with an update. Case study: A survey by CareerBuilder found that 22% of hiring managers are less likely to hire a candidate if they don't follow up after an interview. This underscores the importance of a well-timed follow-up. Tips: wait for the right time. If the interviewer mentioned a timeline for their decision-making process, wait until that time has passed before following up. If no timeline was given, a general rule is to wait about a week. Be professional. Keep your follow-up email polite and professional. Express your continued interest and inquire about the status of your application. Keep it brief. Your follow-up email should be concise. A simple message is effective. Example: here's a sample follow-up email. Text: subject: follow-up on interview status. Your name. Dear interviewer's name. I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to follow up on my application for the job title position, which I interviewed for on date of interview. I am very enthusiastic about the opportunity to join company name and contribute to your team. Could you please provide an update on the status of my application? I appreciate your time and consideration and look forward to hearing from you. Best regards. Your name. Your contact information. A well-timed and courteous follow-up email can demonstrate your professionalism and keep you on the hiring team's radar. Reflecting on your performance. Reflecting on your interview performance is an important step in the post-interview process. It helps you identify what went well and areas for improvement, setting you up for future success. Story: I once met a candidate who made it a habit to reflect on each interview. She kept a journal where she noted down questions asked, her responses, and her overall impression of the interview. This practice allowed her to continuously improve and eventually land her dream job. Tips: self-assessment: take some time after the interview to reflect on your performance. What went well? What could have been better? Jot down notes, write down the questions you were asked and how you answered them. This helps you prepare for similar questions in future interviews. Seek feedback. If possible, ask the interviewer for feedback. Constructive feedback can provide valuable insights and help you improve. Reflecting on your performance helps you learn and grow, making you a stronger candidate for future opportunities. Maintaining professionalism in all communications. Maintaining professionalism in all communications is essential throughout the interview process. Every interaction with the hiring team contributes to their impression of you as a candidate. Example: one of our listeners shared how maintaining a professional tone in all emails and phone calls helped her build a positive rapport with the hiring team. This professionalism was noted and appreciated by the interviewers. Tips: professional language. Use professional language in all written and verbal communications. Avoid slang and overly casual language. Timely responses. Respond to emails and calls promptly. Timely communication shows respect and enthusiasm. Consistency. Be consistent in your professionalism, whether you're communicating via email, phone, or in person. Professionalism is key to building a positive reputation and leaving a lasting impression on potential employers. Virtual interviews and remote job opportunities have become a significant part of the modern job market. Navigating these new dynamics requires a different set of skills and preparations compared to traditional in-person interviews. In this, we'll explore preparing for virtual interviews, technical setup and troubleshooting, engaging with interviewers remotely, and exploring remote work opportunities. Preparing for virtual interviews. Let's start with preparing for virtual interviews. Just like any other interview, preparation is key. However, there are additional aspects to consider when it comes to virtual interviews. Anecdote: I remember a friend who was nervous about her first virtual interview. She spent time researching the company, practicing her answers, and ensuring her background was professional. Her preparation paid off, and she aced the interview. Tips: research the company, understand the company's mission, values, and recent achievements. This helps you tailor your responses and show genuine interest. Practice your answers. Practice common interview questions and answers. Use the STAR method: situation, task, action, result, for behavioral questions. Prepare your environment: choose a quiet, well-lit space with a neutral background. Ensure your environment is free from distractions. Preparing for a virtual interview involves more than just knowing your resume. It's about creating a professional and distraction-free environment that sets you up for success. Technical setup and troubleshooting. Next, let's discuss the technical setup and troubleshooting. A smooth technical setup can make or break a virtual interview. Case study: in a survey by a leading recruitment firm, 67% of hiring managers reported that technical difficulties during virtual interviews negatively impacted their perception of the candidate. Tips: test your equipment, ensure your computer, camera, and microphone are working properly. Test your internet connection to avoid any disruptions. Check the platform, familiarize yourself with the video conferencing platform, e.g., Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, and test its features. Have a backup plan: be prepared with a backup plan in case of technical issues. This could be switching to a phone call or using an alternate device. A smooth technical setup ensures that you can focus on showcasing your skills and qualifications without any distractions or interruptions. Engaging with interviewers remotely. Engaging with interviewers remotely requires a bit more effort to build rapport and make a lasting impression. Story: I once met a candidate who was an expert in virtual engagement. During his virtual interview, he maintained eye contact with the camera, used hand gestures naturally, and engaged the interviewers with his enthusiasm. He successfully built a connection and left a lasting impression. Tips: eye contact: look at the camera, not the screen, to create the illusion of eye contact. This helps build a connection with the interviewer. Body language: use natural hand gestures and maintain good posture. Avoid fidgeting or looking away frequently. Active listening: show that you are listening by nodding and using verbal affirmations like "I see" or "that makes sense." Engaging effectively in a virtual interview is about being present and showing enthusiasm. Your body language and eye contact can make a significant difference. Exploring remote work opportunities. Finally, let's explore remote work opportunities. The shift to remote work has opened up a plethora of job opportunities across the globe. Example: a study by Buffer revealed that 99% of remote workers would like to continue working remotely at least some of the time for the rest of their careers. This indicates a strong preference for remote work among professionals. Tips: job boards: use job boards that specialize in remote job listings, such as remote.co, FlexJobs, and We Work Remotely. Networking: leverage your network and join professional groups on LinkedIn and other platforms to learn about remote job openings. Highlight remote skills: emphasize your remote work skills, such as time management, communication, and self-discipline, on your resume and during interviews. Exploring remote work opportunities requires a proactive approach. Highlight your relevant skills and leverage specialized job boards to find the perfect remote job. Your career journey is a continuous process of growth and development. It's not just about landing the job but thriving in your role and beyond. In this, we'll explore continuous learning and skill development, networking and professional associations, setting career goals, and leveraging social media for professional growth. Continuous learning and skill development. Let's start with the importance of continuous learning and skill development. In today's fast-paced world, staying updated with new skills and knowledge is crucial for career success. Anecdote: I remember a colleague who was always eager to learn new things. She took online courses, attended workshops, and read extensively on industry trends. Her dedication to continuous learning paid off when she was promoted to a leadership position. Tips: online courses: platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and LinkedIn Learning offer a plethora of courses on various subjects. Invest time in learning new skills relevant to your field. Certifications: earning certifications in your area of expertise can enhance your resume and demonstrate your commitment to professional growth. Reading and research, stay updated with industry news, journals, and blogs. Knowledge is power, and staying informed keeps you ahead of the curve. Workshops and seminars, attend workshops and seminars to gain hands-on experience and network with industry professionals. Continuous learning is about embracing a growth mindset. Be curious, stay motivated, and keep seeking opportunities to expand your knowledge and skills. Networking and professional associations. Next, let's discuss the power of networking and the benefits of joining professional associations. Building a strong network can open doors to new opportunities and provide valuable support and guidance throughout your career. Case study: in a study by LinkedIn, 85% of jobs are filled through networking. This highlights the importance of building and maintaining professional connections. Tips: attend networking events, participate in industry conferences, webinars, and networking events. These events provide opportunities to meet new people and build connections. Join professional associations. Professional associations offer resources, mentorship, and networking opportunities. They also keep you updated with industry trends and best practices. Leverage LinkedIn. Use LinkedIn to connect with professionals in your field. Engage with their posts, share valuable content, and participate in discussions. Mentorship. Seek out mentors who can provide guidance and support. A mentor can offer valuable insights and help you navigate your career path. Networking is about building relationships and creating a support system. It's not just about what others can do for you but also about how you can contribute and add value to your network. Setting career goals. Setting clear and achievable career goals is essential for staying focused and motivated. Your goals provide direction and help you measure your progress. Story: I once met a young professional who set a goal to become a project manager within 5 years. He created a detailed plan, set milestones, and worked diligently towards his goal. His hard work and determination paid off when he achieved his goal ahead of schedule. Tips: SMART goals. Set SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound goals. These goals are clear, realistic, and have a timeline for achievement. Short-term and long-term goals. Divide your goals into short-term, e.g., skills to acquire within 6 months, and long-term, e.g., career position to reach in 5 years. Regular review. Regularly review and adjust your goals based on your progress and any changes in your career path. Celebrate achievements. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Recognizing your progress keeps you motivated and focused. Setting career goals is like mapping out a journey. It provides you with a sense of direction and purpose, guiding you towards your ultimate career aspirations. Leveraging social media for professional growth. Finally, let's explore how to leverage social media for professional growth. Social media platforms can be powerful tools for building your personal brand, networking, and staying informed about industry trends. Example: a professional I know used LinkedIn to share insightful articles and engage with industry leaders. His active presence on the platform helped him build a strong personal brand and attract job offers from top companies. Tips: optimize your profile. Ensure your LinkedIn profile is complete and professional. Use a high-quality photo, write a compelling summary, and highlight your skills and experiences. Share valuable content, share articles, insights, and updates related to your field. This demonstrates your knowledge and keeps you visible to your network. Engage with others, comment on posts, join discussions, and connect with professionals in your industry. Engagement helps you build relationships and stay top of mind. Follow industry leaders. Follow thought leaders and influencers in your field to stay updated with the latest trends and insights. Leveraging social media is about creating a strong online presence and building meaningful connections. Use these platforms strategically to enhance your professional growth. Thank you for joining us on this journey mastering job interviews. We hope you found these tips valuable and inspiring. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep pursuing your career dreams.